I'm Joe Frantz. In my research for the new installments of the Dreamseller book series, I conducted this interview with Brandon Novak. I'm publishing this in hopes to illustrate how bad a person's life can become in the sick world of addiction. If you or your loved ones have fallen to the disease of addiction, please consult a drug or alcohol rehabilitation program. Let's roll the tape. So at the time of your life we're talking about, you're 24 years old, you're addicted to heroin, and living in one of the worst neighborhoods in Baltimore City.
It's a brutal area. It's one of the worst parts of Baltimore City in general. But if you're white, it's damn near impossible to get anything done because you can't leave the house. It's all blacks in this area. No whites go in or out. Even to score, you got to send a black person in to get it. Because if you go in there and you see them selling the dope and you get out, they will rip you off. They will not sell it to you. It's just a code of ethics there.
And as I recall, at the time you were living with a 35-year-old black woman who was a junkie, and she had a 19-year-old son who was a crack dealer.
So I'm getting high with the mother while the son, who's just like a Tupac thug out of Baltimore City, is selling crack in and out and sees me shooting dope with the mother. So he already is mad and hates the mother, but take it a step further. Now there's a white guy who is not allowed in this neighborhood at all. They are not allowed, and they hate white people, living in his home in his mother's bedroom with his mother, shooting dope with his mother. So now I'm to blame why the mother's so bad, even though she was like that long before I came and stayed like that after.
So in return for living there, you'd hustle for money all day, you'd return to her house, give her the cash.
Only to give her the money to go cop, and then she would rip me off every time. She would take half of it and say the bags were short. You know what I mean?
And her son was dealing crack. Tell me about him.
I'm terrified of this guy. He's jacked up. He's a Tupac thug. He wants to beat me up, and he will beat me up at any given moment. So,
Wait. What do you mean he beat you up? Like, how bad are we talking?
Bad. Like, he would fucking pummel me. I mean, it was like a fucking Wolverine on angel dust, man. Especially when he was drinking his Hennessy. Jesus.
What would normally trigger him hitting you? Would he just come up like...
The fucking wind blowing could do it. Like, anything. Because he already had that animosity that I'm a junkie white boy living there in his mother's room getting high with his mother. So anything. But if he was on a mission to do something, if he was coming in the house to cut his crack up and had to get back out, I was cool. But if he was just hanging around the house, it was coming.
It
would just come out of nowhere. Like I couldn't call it. Sometimes it would just be a straight punch to the face. Sometimes he'd be like, "What the fuck you doing here? When you getting the fuck out of my house?" They could come in any way, shape, or form. So I was always on eggshells, always on alert.
When would a typical beating end?
Until his attention got diverted. You know, maybe a buddy would come in with a blunt, or some broads would call his phone, or he just got tired of it. You know, there was really nothing that would make him stop until he felt like stopping, and I wasn't in his brain to know what made that click.
What a horrible way to live.
Yeah, well, welcome to fucking being optionless.
Okay, so let's get to the day when the son is out dealing crack, the mom's out scoring dope, and you needed a fix.
So I'm thinking I'm ill as shit. I can't leave. I can't go on any hustles. So I run and I grab her. She had those Crown Royal bags that you keep a bottle of Crown Royal in, those purple like felt bags, and she kept her needles and her cooker in there.
Yeah, every good junkie has a junkie grab bag. It's old needles, cookers, used cottons, and each contains a small amount of heroin from their use. And your hope is that by combining all the cottons and cooking them up, you'll be able to draw a residue shot to get your fix.
It's like if you use the same cap and the same cotton time after time after time, residue builds up, especially in the cotton. So you put the water on it and the cotton and you just light it and let it fucking formulate, you know, kind of just... Then when you pull it, because you've used the same cotton 20 times to pull back each shot of dope you do, there's res is going to be in there.
Okay, so it's a tense, frantic moment. On one hand, the son might come in unexpectedly.
And if he catches me just snooping or rooting around and or catching me shooting dope, he's going to beat me up, no question.
Or the mom might come home.
And if she catches me, I'm probably going to be thrown out, and I'm definitely not going to get 10 cc's of her dope.
But first things first, you have to clean the needle with bleach to prevent the diseases that this woman probably has.
And I get a thing of bleach and a thing of water, and I'm cleaning the syringe out with his bleach. Like 3 or 4 times. I'm rushing, I'm doing that. And I have the water there. Once I'm done with the thing of bleach, I'm going to put it in the water and pour out 10, 20 cc's, put it in the cooker, put all the cottons in the cooker, cook it up, and get a fucking residue shot. I'm in such a hurry. I rinsed the needle out about 3 or 4 times with the bleach, and then what I think is the water, because it's in 2 of the same glasses right next to each other, I'm rushing so quick that I don't pay attention, and I just draw up 20 cc's of bleach, thinking it's the water, because I'm also looking at the door, praying to God no one comes through this door. So I squirt it in the cooker, I cook it up.
Didn't it smell weird, the bleach boiling?
I was already working with the bleach, with cleaning my cooker out, my needle.
Right, bleach, so everything smells like...
Everything smells of bleach. Oh. I had the glass of bleach and the glass of water, and I was going to fucking, once I'm done cleaning the tool out with the bleach, I'm going to pull the water up, put it in. But because I'm doing that, everything smells of bleach right now. You know what I mean? And finally I start pulling the bleach back, which I think is water, and it's coming back real yellow. And I'm excited. I'm like, I'm going to get fucking high off this. Like, I fucking did it. Like, now all my cares and concerns about getting caught are over with because I got what I wanted. My purpose is done here. They can fuck off. So I pull it back. I got a nice yellow shot, like a thorough yellow shot. You know, if it's like really clear still in the needle, you got nothing. But the more of a tint of yellow, the more that you got of heroin. And I'm like, oh, I've hit payday. And I tie off, put it in me. And literally, I'm 5 cc's in and I just feel, and I put a 20 on this, I feel a burning sensation from the inside. And I felt the burning, and I'm like, fuck, I'm shooting the bleach, man. I didn't put the water in. But now, mind you, there's dope in it too, because I cooked the fucking residue. I'm so sick, but I know I'm putting bleach in it, but it's cut with dope. So I'm like, maybe it'll at least get the monkey off my back, and I'll deal with the burning sensation later.
So let's just get this straight. At this point, you've mistaken the bleach in the water, and now you know that there's heroin in the bleach, which is in the needle and in your vein, you're willfully shooting it up anyway with no regards to what it's going to do to you. Why?
I built up such a wall of blocking out that I fucked up, and I can't take no for an answer, and I've come too far to turn back now. So fuck it, game on. I fucking put it in me, and immediately it's like a fucking 40 alarm fire from the inside out. But I have warrants. I can't call 911 because if 911 comes, they call the dispatch goes over the police radio too, and the police will surely come. So I just go in the corner, I ball up, and I dump fucking buckets of water over me for like 4 hours. So now I'm ill, I'm withdrawing, I'm literally on an inferno fire from the inside out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was horrible. That was horrible. And on the refrigerator was that prayer from God, the footprints in the sand prayer. And I remember reading that. And I'm like, God, if this is the case, like, I pray that you're carrying me now, man. Like I remember that vividly. That prayer was on the fridge. And it actually kept a little bit of faith in me alive. Whatever faith I had, it kept alive a little bit. Because I'm like, dude, none of this makes sense. I see no way out. I just have to believe that God's carrying me right now because I can't do it for myself. So I'm hating my life. I hate myself. I hate my surroundings. I hate what I've become, what I've created. Nothing looks good. Everything's bleak. And I didn't want to stop getting high, but I didn't have options to go anywhere else. I didn't have anywhere to live. I didn't have any money. I had nothing. But I just did not want to stop getting high. And I said, Brandon, welcome to the rest of your life.